Hello and welcome back together to the weekly update on the financial markets. Like every episode, I will cover with you the S&P 500 index, US oil, gold, and Bitcoin against US dollar. I will show you all my open trades and trades I will take in the future and how I manage these trades personally. Let's start directly in with the S&P 500 on the weekly time frame. Yeah, the S&P 500 here on the weekly time frame. So each candle represents 1 week of price action. We can see that we have an intact uptrend. We had a sharp correction here after a double top scenario, but we reclimbed the all-time high and made a new one. That's bullish. I haven't deleted this broken uptrend yet because oftentimes price respected this broken trend lines even if they are broken later. So this here can probably turn resistance the next couple of days. So because of that, I'll add that one in. Let's drop one time frame lower for more details. The daily time frame. Here you can see that we had a daily resistance zone. That one got broken to the upper side. The daily white solid uptrend line is still attacked, but it could get broken in the next couple of days, especially if we see that we are pretty near the old weekly uptrend line. So that could turn resistance, like I said, and then I would expect maybe a movement like this to come a little bit down before then continuation of the overall uptrend, because the trend is of your friend. I'm trading also in that direction. If we want to have a look at the forward time frame, you can see even that the MACD indicator here is making a difference to price. So MACD makes lower highs while price is making higher highs. That normally means that a correction is in front of the door. Nothing unusual here after such a great run to the other side without really pausing in this uptrend. A huge correction could be in the cards before continuing higher. Because of that, I'll let my stop loss where it is, right below this daily support zone for price, in combination with the 200 moving average here on the 4-hour, but also on the daily time frame. So that should stop price from declining that low that my stop loss gets taken out. And yeah, if we see a nice pullback here and then a continuation, and even after that a new all-time high, then I will probably move my stop loss here to my entry level and take the trade risk free. Maybe you ask about my take profit target. My trade profit target is around the 6,670 point mark in the index. Why that number? Because the Fibonacci extension level here, that's the first one. If we zoom a little bit out, from the low of the movement to the high of the movement, we have seen price stopped perfectly at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level here, which is the last retracement before an uptrend gets broken technically, and if these levels get respected by price, then we are shooting up. And yeah, next or first price target, because there's no price to look at, no price zones, no support or trend lines. There's just thin air up there, so I have this tool for getting me a guidance where to take profits if we are in a new all-time high territory. And that's the one I have chosen. So you know my plan for the S&P 500 index. Let's switch to US oil. With US oil, I also want to start here at the weekly time frame with you. There you can see in red solid a monthly downtrend line that was a long time intact till we have seen a break, and now we are in a retest area. The retest also has taken so far a while. We could maybe talk from A, B, C pattern, that's corrective pattern, and after point C normally follows the new uptrend. We have violated lately here the weekly downtrend line. I'm not sure if that's a confirmation yet, probably not. We have to see prices again above that level and probably also above this 200 weekly moving average to be sure. But I already placed, like you can see, a small bet here with 0.5% of my account balance at risk. At the moment, a break even level, and my first take profit target is below this last local high here, because that would be probably again resistance for price, so I will probably take before that my take profit. Maybe if we get a nice confirmation here with a good risk reward ratio for an entry, I will increase this level or this position to maybe 1% or 1.5% at risk. I will see. And nonetheless, we have violated also this weekly support zone here that was often support for price and hasn't declined further. Here we have seen a break, and that could also be just a retest, and then we will finally break again another couple of dollars lower to complete this corrective movement, complete exhaustion, and then from there on higher. So because of that, just a small position for myself. On a daily time frame, you can see it just in more detail. We had a broken daily solid downtrend line with a break of this weekly downtrend and then a sharp pullback back to this weekly support zone. And that has been the point after we have seen price turning momentum to the upside. I entered this trade with a stop loss below this last local low here on the daily time frame. The 4-hour time frame, you can see that this gets supported at the moment. Beautiful with this 4-hour uptrend line. We will see if it holds. And yeah, my stop loss currently placed below this 4-hour support zone here. Not the perfect entry, not the perfect setup, but because of that, the adjusted risk I'm taking with this trade. That's all I have for oil. Let's go to gold. Gold at the weekly time frame, you can see we had an often tested resistance zone here on the weekly where price hasn't been able to break out till the moment came. Then we broke out and then we printed higher highs and higher lows and continued this overall uptrend. At the moment, no MACD divergence on the weekly time frame. Let's drop down one time frame lower to the daily time frame. You can see the daily white solid uptrend is still intact, and even the white dotted secondary daily uptrend is also intact. We had here a nice corrective move. I was able to draw in a downtrend line. That one got also broken to the other side, and that was also the sign for me to get long in gold, even if we are near the all-time highs. I was risking 1%, well, I am risking at the moment 1% of my current balance in preparation that we will probably rise higher and not breaking this secondary upper line to the downside. If so, I got stopped out after exceeding this low to the downside. This was already pretty close, but then we moved on, and yeah, stop loss placing was good here. Drop one time frame lower on the 4-hour time frame. It looks a little bit more messy, but then you can understand my placement of this stop loss. We had here a 4-hour support zone in combination with this daily uptrend, so I placed my stop loss a bit below both of them. Here you can see the ABC correction, and then the higher high, and there I entered the long position. Then we declined, nearly got stopped out, and now it seems like we again printing higher lows and also higher highs. So maybe we'll continue from the 4-hour to the daily to the weekly into a new impulse to the upside. Let's see. Take profit area, let's have a look. Around the $3,700 mark. I also used for that Fibonacci retracements. They are not drawn in right now, but yeah, thin air above that. So work with Fibonacci extension levels. I can only recommend that, but make research and decisions always by yourself. Yeah, that's it also for gold. Last but not least, Bitcoin. So there we are, Bitcoin also starting at the weekly. We have seen a nice uptrend here, also higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs lately. Nice. A little bit more volatile than gold, but hopefully even more probable. Let's see. We have here orange solid weekly uptrend line still intact. We place here the Fibonacci retracement level from the low of the movement to the last high of the movement. The Fibonacci retracement 0.618 worked beautiful in combination with this uptrend line and the last high here of that movement. That's a support zone for price, and price bounced there and went higher, made a new all-time high, corrected, and then pushed in the final surge now to the upper side. If it's final, we will see. I hope not, and I think not. Let's drop one time frame lower to the daily time frame. You can see my trade. We had a white solid downtrend line on the daily. We've seen a break above that, slight consolidation here at the 4-hour time frame, and then after I've seen a push above this consolidation, I entered in a long position with stop loss below this major movement. We went straight higher and made a new all-time high. At that moment, I also moved my stop loss to my entry level that was at that time here. And we have seen an A, B, C correction to the downside, and then a push to new all-time highs. So that's the new major low, and so that should be also the support zone. My entry level moved because I increased my position after seeing here a new all-time high with 100%. Initial risk was 1%, now it's 2%. So my entry level moved higher, and my stop loss was already at 0. I just moved it now from 0 a little bit lower below this major low to be protected for downside momentum. At the moment risking 0.5% of my account balance with that trade. And yeah, where I want to go with that, I want to go with that around the $133,000 mark. There I plan at the moment to take my chips from the table and would profit nearly 6% in my account balance from this trade. I want extremely good risk reward ratio. Let's see, where do I have the moment? Scrolling. Yeah, why I placed my take profit here between these two extension levels. Yeah, man, I think that one is too early, to be honest, because after such a break of new all-time highs, final year in the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin, 126,000, probably not the high. Let's see, maybe I'm wrong. And 147,000, not unlikely, but yeah, I'm not willing to gamble that much on a winning trade. Maybe I'll change my mind if we see that movement pursue, and maybe we'll only realize a fraction of my profits here and then let it run to this upper extension level and close then the whole position. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely inform you in my next video, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. On the 4-hour time frame, you'll see this just in more detail here. We had this 4-hour uptrend line, then we had a lower low, a lower high and a lower low, and then we had seen the corrective move. Was able to draw in now here a daily uptrend line, and here another 4-hour downtrend, which catch this move. Like you can see again, the pattern repeats, A, B, C pattern, and then the breakout above this line, and you could wait it till you have seen a break above that one, or in my case, I wanted to be sure. I waited till we have seen really a new all-time high, and then I increased my position, and at the moment that went pretty well. Yeah, downside risk for sure if we see a break of this daily secondary uptrend line in combination with this daily support zone here. If we see prices below that, I will probably lose my stop loss here. That's not the major plan. The major plan is that we maybe see a little bit of correction, but then finally surge higher into the take profit area till probably end of the year, November, maybe December, we will see. That's at least my view on it. No guarantees, like always. Make research by yourself. Heavy trading this week. Wish you all good decision making. Until next time. Bye bye.